Today we will begin the second season of Unnamed Memory, so subscribe and leave me your delicious like and a comment. As you know, in the first season, Prince Oscar disappeared after altering his past, and thus the future was rewritten. So, the Prince Oscar you will see in this season is a completely different one. Tinasha would not be the original either, but the Tinasha that will appear here is the one the original Prince Oscar visited in the past, changing her reality. This makes us wonder if, as this anime continues, we will ever see the originals again. Yes, it is a sad story, but that makes it even more exciting. Let's start this story. In this temporal reality, Oscar arrives in a city called Tuldar, the Empire of Magic, to visit the king of this realm. He asks for help to remove the curse, preventing him from having heirs. But the king of Tuldar tells him that unfortunately, no one in the kingdom is on the level of any of the three witches capable of breaking such a curse. However, he believes there is a possibility, although he is unsure if it will work. Then, he takes Oscar to a hidden place in the castle and tells him he cannot accompany him beyond this point because no one has crossed these doors for a long time. When Oscar touches the door, he feels something very powerful and opens it. The two friends accompanying him try to enter, but a magical barrier prevents them. They tell Oscar that a magical barrier is blocking them, and the king warns Oscar that no one has entered that place for centuries, and no one knows what lies within, so he must be careful. Further ahead, Oscar opens another door and finds a girl reading a book on top of a dragon. Oscar becomes alert, but the dragon shrinks to a tiny size and jumps on him affectionately. Oscar asks the girl who she is, and she introduces herself as Mila, a guardian, part of the 12 spirits. She tells him to keep going forward because a unique treasure awaits him, and a secret door opens in the wall. Suddenly, he enters a place resembling a paradise. Further ahead in a tent, he finds the Tinasha from the past, sleeping and caresses her face. Suddenly, she wakes up and hugs him, saying she missed him a lot. But as I mentioned, this is a different Oscar from the original, since the original disappeared by erasing the future. So this Oscar asks her who she is. Tinasha quickly understands the situation and introduces herself as Tinasha. Oscar asks who she is and why she knows his name. Tinasha asks if he is really Oscar, and she explains that this place beneath the palace is a magical slumber, and that if he is here, it means they are in the year 527 of the Farsus calendar. He tells her they are in 526. She then asks if he is married, and he says no. Mila interrupts them to check if Tinasha is okay. Then Tinasha tries to walk, but struggles due to the centuries she has been there. Suddenly, Mila vanishes, and Tinasha tells Oscar not to be scared, as Mila is her guardian spirit. She reveals that the dragon's name is Nark, and that he belongs to her. Back in the hall, Oscar tells the king of Tuldar that he found the woman and the dragon inside, and that he will make her his wife. However, the king of Tuldar refuses, saying that woman will be the next queen of Tuldar. The king tells Tinasha that he knows very well who she is, but she asks him to let her analyze Prince Oscar's curse. The king grants her 6 months and mentions he wants her to marry his son. Later, at Oscar's castle, she asks him if there is any chance they could get married, but Oscar says no. However, she hugs him and says that when she was a child, someone special did a lot for her. Later, Mila tells Tinasha that she could take the life of the king of Tuldar so she can marry Oscar, but Tinasha says that lives are not a game and that she is happy just to have reunited with him. Later, Oscar talks to his servant, saying he would like to win over Tinasha, but that she seems interested in someone else. Suddenly, there is an explosion, and Tinasha is seen fighting another woman who seems to be controlling dragons. She tells Oscar to go back inside, but Oscar makes his dragon return to its original size and also joins the fight. Tinasha annihilates the black dragons with a single attack, and the other dragon is taken down by Oscar. We see that Tinasha also ended the life of the woman who attacked the castle. Later, during different meetings, both Oscar and Tinasha are on alert because a mage appeared, one whom Tinasha was unable to kill 400 years ago. Later, Oscar invites Tinasha for a walk around the city and buys her an empanada. Then, they go to investigate some animal blood found in the city, suspecting someone is practicing forbidden witchcraft. That night, the prince shows her the city from above, but from another watchtower, they are attacked. Thanks to Tinasha's magical barrier, they remain unharmed. Tinasha casts a spell so that anyone present cannot move. Later in the prince's chamber, he tells her he hates that she keeps so many secrets and doesn't explain things clearly, which makes him doubt whether he can trust her. To earn his trust, she reveals her full name as Tinasha, as Meyer Ur Atenea Toldar, making him realize she is the Witch Slayer Queen. He tells her he now trusts her. However, he mentions that he knows she loves someone, because when she looks at him, she seems to be thinking of another man, even though he doesn't know it is his alternate self from another timeline. Tinasha reveals to him that someone saved her when she was young, but doesn't tell him it was him. If you made it to this part of this video, comment the word Anigoat, subscribe, and remember, I upload 3 videos daily. I'll be waiting for you in all 3.